Yo, we back with another video, and you are now tuned in to Just in Philly Sports. Today is Tuesday, March the 4th, and we have more breaking news. Yesterday, we released Darius Slay. Um, again, I think I hope we can bring him back on a 1 year deal to kind of keep this defense the same. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose a few players. We gonna lose a few players. We probably lose Josh Sweat, Milton Williams. Um, I don't know what's taking so long with Zach Bond, but Zach Bond is the main one I want to come back. Zach Bond and Darius Slay. I feel like Milton Williams. I like him. He's a good player, but I believe beside Jalen Carter, you can plug someone in right there. And if we get Miles Garrett, I mean, you can get somebody out the draft to replace Milton Williams, honestly, because you got Jalen Carter, and then you'll have um, Miles Garrett on the end. But me personally, I don't think it's gonna happen, so I don't even worry about that. I would take Max Crosby. I like Max Crosby. I think he would fit in pretty good. I think he would be like a, what I mean, when we went and got what's his name? What's his name? Long, I forgot. Help us win the Super Bowl against his former team, the Patriots. But anyway, um, yeah. Today we released Philadelphia Eagles released James Bradberry. James Bradberry has been I ain't gonna say a healthy scratch all season because they did try to play him at safety and he ended up getting hurt in practice or something like that. So um I ain't gonna say his injury was a blessing, but you know, we won the Super Bowl. He was on the bench. I feel like after week 4, we got blown out by Tampa Bay. Somebody could have been like, I mean, we already paying Bradberry. Let's go ahead and throw him in. The Rook ain't ready. So might have been a blessing in disguise, but we appreciate James Bradberry for his work he put in with the Eagles. He did help us go to a Super Bowl. A lot of people say he the reason we lost, but I ain't putting it on that. But yeah, thank you to James Bradberry. I'm saying that because I know we're not going to resign him. I'm not going to say thank you to Darius Slay because I think he's going to come back. I hope he's going to come back. But if he don't, I'll come back and say what I'm supposed to say. But anyway, um, on top of that, we today also Saquon Barkley. If what I mean, what Philly do they really do um take care of their players for the most part. Especially if they draft you, they take care of you. But Saquon Barkley, they really took care of Saquon Barkley. And Saquon Barkley, you know what I'm saying? He did what he was supposed to do. He actually overachieved what he was supposed to do. But you know what I mean? 2,000 yards, most yards in NFL history for a running back, total yards. Super Bowl winner. Um, and I know, you know what I'm saying, they get incentives for playoff games. Every playoff game, you get a certain tier of pay. Win or lose, you get a certain tier. But the Philadelphia Eagles has extended the same year we signed Saquon Barkley. They extended him 2 years, $41.2 million extension. He is now the highest paid running back in NFL history. In NFL history. First $20 million quarterback ever. Worth every penny. Worth every penny. That's one loaded contract you can say it was worth it. He over exceeded everybody's expectations. But You know what I'm saying? Quarterbacks, you know what I mean? It's just the next up quarterback. Trevor Lawrence making the bag. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of quarterbacks that's getting paid that, you know what I'm saying, don't do what they should be doing. But also on other news, I thought this was pretty interesting. Another reason why I'm gonna get back to the Darius Slay, why I think we should bring him back. Darius Slay, Quinion, that's another thing. If you cut Slay, say you release Slay, I feel like if they release Slay, I'm not sure if they're gonna sign the other guy back. I can't even think of his name, but the other cornerback, or are they going to try to take Cooper DeJean out the slot and put him over there? That's gonna mess the whole dynamic up. I think you got to keep it. I think you got to keep it the way it is. I mean, granted, if we go get like a Max Crosby or Myles Garrett, the slave release might not be so bad because you know that line is gonna get there. They're not gonna, you know what I mean. So you might can go get a little cheap cornerback or keep the Isaiah Rodgers. Keep Isaiah Rodgers on the outside, Quinion on the outside, Coop in the middle. I mean on the slot. If you got them dogs on the line, you know what I mean. You know what time it is. You know what I mean, and they'll work itself out. But another thing I noticed Philadelphia, this is probably the best defense this is the best defense I've ever seen. And I've seen Jeremiah Trotter, the Dawkins. This right here. Philadelphia has their number one in total defense. Number one. Number one in passing yards allowed. They're number one in defensive points allowed. They're number one on 3 and outs, and they're number one in forced fumbles. That's an elite defense. Not sure about interceptions. I didn't look that up, but anyway, um, that's another reason why I feel like you got to sign Zach Bond. Zach Bond was a critical part of that. The taking the ball away. Zach Bond had like 4 forced fumbles this year. He had a couple in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So Zach Bond you can't let him walk. I mean, out of all the guys on this, I'm letting Sweat walk. I'm letting Williams walk. I'm letting who else? Well, he ain't on defense, but I'm letting Gainwell walk only because we just gave Barkley some more money, so you know what I mean. We probably gonna Will Shipley on the rookie contract. Let them go. Um, yeah, I just think you got to get Zach Bond done within the next next 20 24 48 hours because I think they said free agency actually start the legal tampering actually starts on the 10th. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it started on the 10th. So somebody gonna give him the bag that has money because you know what I mean. And who got a lot of money in the division? The Commanders. So if you let him test the market and then you get the guy that we should have signed playing opposite of us, now we the Giants. Now we gonna be the Giants, but we ain't gonna never be Giants. But anyway, I just hope he get it done. Come on, Howie, and Howie we trust. And Howie we trust. But anyway, let's go, champs. We the champs this year, right? EAGLES Eagles. Like, comment, subscribe. We be back with another video.